I speak to you of the relentless sea, a silent accomplice to history's darkest pages. The date is etched not in granite, but in the cold, churning waters off the coast of Georgia. 1909, December 27th, a night when the routine passage of the coastal steamer, the SS St. Stephen, became a frantic, final descent. The St. Stephen was a modest vessel, carrying cotton, timber, and a score of souls anticipating the warmth of New Year's celebrations. The official records speak of a sudden, brutal storm, a rogue gale that swallowed the ship whole, leaving only splintered wreckage, and the chilling silence of the survivors few accounts. But I, a historian of the shadows, know better than to trust the brittle paper of officialdom. The true ledger of that night is written in salt and the screams of the dying. The captain, a steady man named Henderson, had checked the weather, and the St. Stephen was built to weather far worse than the forecast. Yet, just past midnight, an hour when the veil between the known world and the abyssal dark is thin, the ship did not merely list or struggle against the waves. It stopped. Survivors recalled a sound, not the roar of the wind, but a deep, resonant vibration that seemed to come not from the air, but from the very bone of the ocean floor. It was a sound of immense, slow consumption. Then came the shock, not a wave breaking over the deck, but a wrenching, tearing trauma from below the waterline. The metal shrieked, a sound more akin to a creature, disemboweling its prey than a collision with flotsam. One man, a traveling preacher named Elias Croft, was found clinging to a piece of debris weeks later, his mind shattered by what he had witnessed. Before he succumbed to his fever in a Savannah hospital, he described the thing that took the St. Stephen. He did not speak of waterlogged wood or twisted steel, but of the hungry Blackwater. He claimed that the storm was not the cause, but the consequence, a sudden tempest whipped up by the thrashing of something unimaginably vast. As the St. Stephen listed, Croft swore he saw the water around the vessel turn an impossible, inky black, a depth that defied the shallows of the Georgia coast. And within that unnatural void, he swore he saw movement, not the swift dart of a shark, nor the slow heave of a whale, but a colossal shadow, defined by a phosphorescent, malevolent glow, a singular, cyclopean eye fixed upon the struggling ferry. The hole in the hull, when divers finally managed to inspect the sunken remains months later, was not the clean rupture of a collision. It was an appalling, ragged rent, the plates peeled back and inward, as if crushed by some immense, non-uniform pressure. The men who recovered the bodies spoke of an unsettling stillness in the depths, a profound cold that seemed to drain the light, and the eerie, preserved expressions of terror on the faces of the lost, their gazes directed upward, not in prayer, but in witnessing. The SS St. Stephen was officially deemed lost to adverse weather, but look closely at the archival photographs of the recovered wreckage. Look at the way the metal is contorted, defying the known physics of wind and wave. On this date, December 27th, the sea demonstrated that it hides not just mysteries, but monstrous appetites, proving that sometimes the true terror is not the storm above, but the thing waiting patiently beneath the keel.